refueling mission with the KC-135 and one of your very own A-10s here in just a moment. So folks, we'll let them get in position for this. If you look overhead, we got the two A-10s right there, and they are ready to put on a show for you. And don't you forget, right? I told you, we get it, we're not gonna do that. But we will certainly do it when we get our demonstration for the A-10. So check this out, we got the KC-135 banking out here to the left. The A-10s are getting ready to join up on that KC-135. This Stratotanker is amazing. It provides the core aerial refueling capability for the United States Air Force and has excelled in this role for more than 60 years. Wow, that makes my jaw drop. That's crazy. The KC-135 provides aerial refueling support to Air Force transfer fuel at a rate of 6,500 pounds per minute. 6,500 pounds per minute, y'all. That's crazy. This is an incredible 1,000 gallons per minute when you do the math converted into gallons. 1,000 gallons a minute. That's wild. Some of the heavier bombers and transport aircraft will actually stay in close contact for almost 20 minutes while the tanker transfers fuel. Don't worry, guys, we're not going to make you watch this for 20 minutes straight. It's just a simulation, so don't feel like you need to go grab a Coke or something like that to get by here. So the KC-135 carries up to 200,000 pounds of fuel, which you do the math, that's 30,000 gallons. 30,000 gallons of fuel. Outrageous. So a skilled boom operator can offload enough fuel in 1 minute to provide a single car with a year's supply of fuel. Okay, with that capacity, the KC-135 will be able to fuel over 1,800 cars. Super crazy what we got going on here, but you can see they're turning this. I hope you're enjoying the show right now. You can see they got the boom extended on the KC-135, and they're getting themselves positioned over here from the right. I know you can see we got a lot of heavy metal up there, right? I love this. So that KC-135, you know, there's also another refueling gun. We got the KC-46 here, right, from Wichita. So the KC-135, if you're ever looking at refuelers, we're looking for the vertical stabilizer and 4 engines hanging off of it. That brand new KC-46, it's got a vertical stabilizer with no turbines on it, so that's a good way to differentiate. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. We got the KC-135 right in show center with the simulated A-10 refueling mission. How cool is that? Is that awesome or what? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not every day you get to see those sort of simulated missions, right? So normally this is happening like many, like tens of thousands of feet up in the sky, and never at this low level. So it's really cool to get that perspective that we typically would not receive. All right, so folks, let me talk you through this routine with the A-10s because I want to make sure you understand what we got going on here because we do have some pyro. Absolutely nothing to be alarmed of because we have all this planned out, right? Next pass, and I know you're gonna love it, right? Here we go. From the left.
On the front, I think it's a couple of rockets.
Maybe you don't understand. I don't understand it all myself. In his pocket, just like mine, he's got a photograph.
See that? How fun is that? All right. Leading the pack up there, we got Lieutenant Colonel John Carl Mars. He was born in St. Louis, Missouri. Carl's 1986 graduated from the University of Kansas. Where about Jayhawks again? Okay, there you are. You guys did good at this, okay? All right. Mark has become interested, or he became interested in flying fighters and possibly the A-10 when he was back in high school, right? A lot of the time, that was about the time the A-10 came into service. So super cool that he set his sights on that A-10 and here he is today flying it. Successful flying career with the United States Air Force. One of his combat decorations is the Distinguished Flying Cross, awarded to any person who distinguishes themselves by single acts of heroism or extraordinary achievement while participating in aerial flight. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, high and from the right. We've got Carl coming in hot. Oh yeah, you can hoot and holler. I love that too. Let's talk about his wingman here. We got Eric Matheson, Captain Eric Matheson. He goes by Frog, and he comes from Brownsburg, Indiana, and enlisted in the Air Force as an air rescueman in 2006. You can have some Frog thing coming about, right? He commissioned as an officer in 2017 and graduated A-10 pilot training back in 2019. So what in the world does a pararescue jumper do? Okay, right? That's kind of that acronym here. Well, when they feature airmen escaping from a hospital or otherwise unreachable area, it is their duty to bring them home. Their personnel recovery efforts, they include both conventional and unconventional combat rescue operations. Rescuing, medically treat, they do all of it. They deal with sound military personnel all over the world, and they've also been called upon to rescue over 5,000 civilians worldwide during catastrophic natural disasters. Safety look left if you're looking for number 2. that. So not only are they skilled in like the medical side of things and extraction, but they're skilled parachutists, scuba divers, and rock climbers. And they're even trained in Arctic conditions so that again they can do any sort of global recovery that is necessary. So it's pretty wild what they're capable of doing, and certainly can't pretend this radiation without them. So love that we've got a PJ up there flying our A-10 for us. So today's pilot remains an active Air Force Reserve A-10 attack pilot with the 303rd Fighter Squadron stationed right here at Whiteman Air Force Base. He's accumulated 1,000 flying hours in the A-10 and over 255 combat rescue flights as a parachutist. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, from the right. Ladies, having some fun out there. Was that awesome or what? All right, I love that. Yeah, Lieutenant Colonel John Marks and Captain Eric Matheson and your very own A-10 Warthogs here. Y'all, I love this thing. I love that we can demonstrate these simulated runs. This airframe was literally built around the 30mm Venture rotary cannon. It's crazy. I know you can kind of see it as you look at the nose here. They had to like offset it just to make room for this cannon. So I know you got some static sensor. Check it out as you can get a little closer to the aircraft, right? It's hydraulically driven and has 7 barrels and measures 9 feet long. The Gatling gun hoses 30mm shells at a rate of 3,900 rounds, providing air interdiction, forward air control, combat assistant rescue, and its main mission of close air support of ground operations, just like you got to witness the simulation today. How about another y'all. We'll wait until they get the engine shut down, but then we gotta hoot and holler and make sure they know how much we love that performance in the A-10s. I love to get like front row parking, right? I guess when it's kind of your base, you just get to own the place, right? Love that. Next up, we got Jeff Shetterly taking to the skies, followed by KC Flight Formation Team, then the Trojan Flyers, followed by Bill Stein in the Edge 540, Matt Youngkin in the Beach 18, and then we've got this extraordinary demonstration. I'm saying P-51s, the B-29, then I got a B-2 T-38 and the B-29. I'll give you some more updates as we go, but it's going to be amazing, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, we got the KC-135 landing too, so we'll show them some love too.
Okay, cool. Step forward right now.
Your mobility command is making me think the tail markings, it's hard to tell anymore.
All right, y'all, here's that KC-135. Your flying fuel tank. Cover those ears. Watch the kiddos' ears, too, if they're a little sensitive to sound.
What? They're worried that people will track the aircraft on the park. Right. So, they go with the concerns that are
we've got all sorts of little airplanes up there flying right now, right?